So this is Sumer, the music mogul, the caffeine global, the comic man, the astronomic man, and this is the Mad Mouth Show. Welcome back, guys. You know what time it is. Match reaction time for Manchester City versus Chelsea, which unfortunately we lost, but it's okay. Let's move on now. So, it's sad, but whenever there is a loss that Chelsea has, I just cannot get up and do the video because I just feel like shit. But it's okay, because this time the loss wasn't that depressing, to be very honest. So let's talk about that. But before we do that, like, share, and subscribe to my channel, guys. You know the drill. So let's go. Now, before we get into the match reaction, let me first introduce myself. I'm the one and only host, the Mad Mouth, and this is the Mad Mouth Show. So now let's talk about what a loss that semi-final was for all Chelsea fans, because I'm a fan, and I just want to let you know how I feel and what this match meant to me. So for some reason, I actually believe that Chelsea could have won this game, and surely we could have, because we were really dominating in the first half, and we were lucky that we played a City that was tired and not the City that is, the Premier League competing City, because they were really tired with all the Champions League fixtures, and we had the better in the first half. So I'm not very disappointed with the kind of football we played. I think Poch was quite spot on this time, and he coached the team to win. Definitely. With the kind of chances that were created, there was no way that I'm going to blame Poch for this, because I'm sure all of you have seen the game, and we should have definitely won that game. Firstly, it was a good performance by Chelsea. And secondly, I want to talk about the refereeing, because it's been really poor. Like, that was really poor refereeing, because that was definitely a penalty. That was a handball, and that should have been given. And clearly, if we did get that penalty, we would have scored, and the game would have been ours for the taking. 100% on that. So yeah, the refereeing was pretty disappointing. I feel like they should have done a lot more, But we can't depend on refereeing, As a game, we should be able to finish it off and not rely on the refereeing. So that was one disappointing part. And another disappointing bit was that Thiago Silva is now going to be leaving, and it is confirmed. So it's sad, to be very honest, that a player of such quality is going to be leaving our club. He has helped Chelsea through and through. He is a blue. He is a true blue. After he came to the club, there was just like this bond the first day. From the beginning, like, you could feel it. Even the fans, when they sing Thiago's name, they all know that he is so special for us. So it's going to be sad seeing him leave this season. And I don't know, as Chelsea fans, if all of us could, send a message to the owners to keep him for another season, I think it would be of great help, because there are a lot of things that a senior player can do off the field. He doesn't have to be playing all the time, but even off the field, that mentality that Silva can bring to the club is going to be really epic. But let's see, because it clearly looks like he's going to be leaving this season. So that is one sad part. And another very disheartening thing to see was, when Silva was crying, you could see Noni at the back, and he's sitting and laughing and having a joke with Grealish, I think it was. And I don't know, it kind of felt weird because at a semi final loss, you cannot be doing this, especially when your senior most player and your captain are they are very disheartened by the loss. And however funny Grealish or whoever it was, you cannot go and laugh around and celebrate. Not celebrate, but you are definitely being very immature. And unfortunately, this is a scene that we've got such immature kids. So that was really disappointing to watch. And of course, Jackson, I mean, that was pathetic. And he could have definitely won the game for us. But you know what? Let's not put a lot of pressure on Jackson because it's not like he was bad throughout the game. He was good. He was making good runs between the lines and he was definitely doing a good job for the team. Unfortunately, we know that he's a bad finisher. And if we get a striker who can convert all these chances and finish it, Chelsea is going to be at a good spot. And yeah, this won't be the scene. So Jackson, I mean, it's fucked up, but you know, that was disappointing. You could have totally won us a semi-final, but you didn't. And it's okay. I'm not going to blame Jackson because it's not his fault. It's the fault from the board. They were the ones who randomly picked up somebody and brought him and, you know, expected him to be a world-class striker. It doesn't work that way. In Chelsea, we always buy the best strikers and, you know, he was definitely not supposed to be leading the line. In fact, you know, even Broya, I don't know how we just let him go. Anyways, all these politics in Chelsea club have been there for a while and we just have to accept it. So for me, Jackson was disappointing. But one positive was that Enzo was back and that pass to Jackson was epic. You know, it just shows what all Enzo can do. So that was a good pass by Enzo, but unfortunately Jackson didn't finish it. And again, Enzo I think is going to be injured and not playing the next game against Arsenal. So that's another disappointing thing to see. But you know, I don't think the season is over yet because clearly, guys, we are going to be facing Arsenal and we also have to face Tottenham. So let's just take it easy and be calm and let's see what happens because those two games are really important for us. I'm sure all of you all know and let's see how it goes. Now, this time there's really not too much to talk about because it's a loss. Let's face it. It's not been that bad a loss, but it is a loss. So let's just move on now and you get ready for my match preview against Arsenal, which I'll be putting out tomorrow. Until then, you know the drill, guys. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's go, all you mad mouthers. Show some love.